Hi, welcome to Scatter Travel. I'm your host, Debbie Gerber, here with another fun show for you. Today, I would like to center this show on boomer or senior travel. Boomer travel is something that at my age is in my category. Now, I don't feel old, but you know, some of these things start to creep up that cause a few problems or issues when you travel. You're taking some medication probably. You may get tired faster and more easily. You may have problems with staying in the sun for long periods of time or sitting for long periods of time. Or maybe you just get a little bit nervous when you travel about, are you going to get picked up? Will you get where you're going? Will you get lost? All of those things start to come up. So I would like to do a show or a series of shows based on senior and boomer travel. There are with those problems, there's a lot of things that you can do that solve those issues. Let me just mention one that we ran into. We were in Turkey and we were out touring in the sun. It was hot and it was sunny, and we were out for 2 or 3 hours walking across these sites to see the ruins there. And we had brought an umbrella, and I'm telling you, the difference having that umbrella made was huge. Now, most people would think umbrella, it was raining. No, umbrella, shade from the sun. That is a much needed thing when you are out, and it's better than a hat because it will shade more of you. And so an umbrella was a fantastic thing to take with us on that. Really helped. So there are just little things that I'm going to share with you along the way that will be a great help to those of you who are in the boomer category. Now, this show that we're going to do today is on Miami, Florida. Miami Beach. It brings back memories of when I was a teenager and the shows that would come out that would be centered on that. And you could see the beaches and the people and the nightlife, and it just was so exciting. And so going to Miami, I thought, darn, I wish we could see Miami. We were headed on a cruise, and we were flying into Miami, and then we had a space of time, because when you fly in somewhere and then you're going to connect up, which was a cruise, you want to make sure that there's a lot of time there, because if you happen to get a flight that gets delayed, then you're going to miss your cruise. And so we came in early in the morning, and then we're leaving in the afternoon on the cruise. And so we had this period of time that we could sit in the airport and, for hours and hours and try sleep sitting up and that kind of thing and be bored, or we could take a tour of Miami Beach. And so we went on the internet ahead of time and made arrangements to take a tour through the Miami tour group, and we made arrangements for them to come and pick us up at the airport and then take us on this tour and drop us off at the cruise terminal. Now, I've done this a number of times when we've traveled, and it works really well. I would just encourage that when you make your arrangements, that you make sure that you have enough time that if you're flying out again, that you're at the airport an hour and a half before your flight. So you fly in to your airport, you can go on the tour and be back an hour and a half before your flight, so that if there's any delays or problems, you still make your flight. The same thing with the cruise ship. Make sure that you have plenty of time to get to your cruise ship and get on. So we had this period of time, we had plenty of time to do this, and we contacted them, and they made arrangements to take us and do the pickup at the airport and drop off at the cruise ship. So it was perfect, and there was a lot of fun things to see in Miami Beach, which now we're going to show you. Hi, we are in Miami, Florida, getting ready to go on a cruise. Today, as I would have you do if you have a long layover at the airport, is take a city tour. It's amazing. I mean, who wants to sit in an airport for 4.5 hours when you could spend time with someone like Guide Derek today, who did a fabulous job in both helping us and teaching us something about the culture of the area, and not just a shopping tour, but there was that too, so we can have whatever. Michael, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. Yes. What is your favorite thing that you show people on this tour?
The favorite thing is probably just the downtown city high-rises and the buildings. along with the water, because it's right next to the waterfront, and it just shows its beauty with the water, the blue-green water, and the city in the background, and also the causeways and the bridges that go to Miami Beach and to the mainland. That's really stunning for me, and I love to show that to people and see their faces and the cameras going all crazy left and right. So that's enjoyable for me.
Awesome. So tell me some of the comments you get from your passengers that go with you.
Oh, well, they just think it's just fabulous and beautiful. They detailed as well, like never knew exactly what Miami was all about, and not only just the tourism and the nightlife, but also the historical side of it too, and even the back in the 80s and 70s, the Miami Vice scene and its the crime and everything. They're really intrigued and very fascinated by it, and so yeah, they're very good.
Now tell us why you would recommend your company over other companies that do these tours.
Well, we're the best. We're just the best. Plus the smile and our hospitality and the way we just treat people. We love to show and have show them a good experience around Miami, and we're just the best because we just love what we do. So that's
awesome. And you had a GPS system that had an automated
triggering system that would trigger all the sites and the historical sites and the areas that we are. So it would trigger, and then Marjorie, who is our tour guide, she would explain it as well.
Well, thank you, Derek. We've had a fabulous time today. I'll tell you what, it made that 4.5 hours go so fast. And we had a Cuban sandwich that you took us to get that was, again, what an experience to be able to spend some time in between just landing and taking off on a cruise and getting to really see some more of our country. Thanks, Derek.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is one of my favorite pictures that I took. It is just at night, just as the sun's going down, and you see the lights just wiggle in the background. I just think it's a really kind of a cool view of the Miami Beach skyline. Kind of strange, huh? After the tour company picked us up at the airport, we headed out on this tour. They were very nice. They provided us with bottled water and then a narration as we went along so that we would never miss out on the history or where exactly they were taking us. Now, I'm not going to repeat their narration because you need to go on their tour for that. But as they took us out, you could see the skyline and the downtown of the city and the stadium. Wonderful places that you would want to know where are in Miami. We went across this causeway and beautiful beach area with the palm trees over on one side. There was a whole waterway. And in this waterway, on the opposite side, where there was a kind of an island area, were these magnificent homes. Probably celebrities or very rich folk living over there, but it was just gorgeous. And they would have their own boats. They could drive right up to their boat dock, to their back door, walk in and out. It's a luxury life, but it's just really fun to see it. And so they showed us that as we went along, and we went out on this causeway. And we went out here, and we went to several places while we were in Miami. One of the places we went was the Coconut Grove area. Gorgeous houses, beautiful area, and so you got to drive through that area. We did get to see some celebrity homes. One of them was Sylvester Stallone's home. Had a very bright Miami feel to it. It was really kind of a cool place back in this corner. Lots of greenery around it. A very gorgeous place. I could see why someone would want, if they had the money, would want a home there. Also, we went by a place that used to be Madonna's home, but she has since sold that. But again, you could see why you would want to live in such a beautiful area if you had the means to do so. I've always felt that if you have the money, you should enjoy it. You should give to others. There should be charity work done, giving done. But if you've earned the right to have that lifestyle, I think that you should thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, somebody should. Somebody should enjoy that so that everyone else feels like that they have the opportunity or that there's the possibility. Anyway, these homes are gorgeous. It's just kind of fun to go and see. I'm not really a celebrity follower, like, you know, I follow them. I know who they are from a movie, but I'm not a huge celebrity follower. I don't like following the magazines and all that stuff. Sorry guys, I don't. But I do enjoy getting a look at like some of those things when you're on a tour. So part of the tour was taking you to places like that. Another place I thought was just fascinating was the Biltmore Hotel. This is gorgeous. And you know, it's famous for being gorgeous. But you want to talk about a pool that just, I haven't even seen anything like it. As you can see here, it is a beautiful, huge pool area. Again, another place that rich and famous people do hang out. I mean, they have gorgeous rooms. They have some of the most beautiful suites there. But it is a gorgeous place to go see. There's some historic things to see at the Biltmore. The Biltmore Hotel is located in Coral Gables. That's the name of the community in Miami that it's in. It is, like I said, it's a magnificent place. If you were going to go someplace for a special occasion or a wedding, they have lots of weddings there, things like that, you might want to look into that if you're in that area. If you're on a tour or you're just going to be in the area, it is definitely worth going to visit and walk through and see. They have a marvelous place to eat there too, that you can sit and relax and soak in the atmosphere of the Biltmore Hotel. So that is a good stop and one of the many stops that this tour made for us. I will forever remember it as being a special stop to make, and I'd love to go back to that hotel. I'd love to go take a swim in that pool. Oh my gosh, fabulous. As you go in the Biltmore Hotel, make sure you go in the lobby. They have these birds. It's like a bird show there. Fabulous birds in these gorgeous cages. So make sure you go in there. While you're there, there's beautiful landscaping. Like I said, it's a beautiful place to have your picture taken. Bring your camera. Make sure you get some shots because you want to remember it, the feel of it. And like I said, why not take pictures in a beautiful surrounding? But make sure you check out the lobby and look up at the ceiling. The ceiling is fabulous. They have these wonderful ceilings in there too. So make sure you check everything out. Another one of the places I was really impressed with was the Venetian Pools. The Venetian Pools is open to the public. If you have a swimsuit, you can go. We didn't have enough time, but we did go and look at it. We are at the Venetian Pools in Coral Gables, Florida. This is just outside of Miami. This is a gorgeous spot. It is, you're able to come and swim here. It is waters that come up out of the ground. It's an artesian, fed by artesian water. This is a great tour we're out on today. Seeing a lot of Miami's culture, its architecture. A lot of this area was meant to be in a Spanish architecture. That was the entire builder and owner of this community property before it was built, was to have this as that kind of a community. Very beautiful, very exclusive area. But this is a fun place to come and swim. The Venetian Pools were created by George Merritt. He wanted to have this area that would just be beautiful. To me, when I go there, it looks like you're in Venice, Italy. That's what it reminds me. I could just imagine being out there on one of those little boats and going through. It's just gorgeous. What a place to swim. It's also on the historical registry, which is one of the only ones that's a swimming area for that. So if you're into going to historic sites, this is one of them. Please join us at our website, www.scattertravel.tv. For more, we have blogs there with more information for you. You can book your travel there. There's discounts on that travel if you go to that website. We will, there's travel products that can help you there. There's just a lot of information and help at the website that I hope you'll take a look and that you can profit from that as well. Thanks for joining us.